Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to talk about 3 different products that actually come from the same store. Well, one doesn't come from the same store. One is sold by Five Below, but they just sell a different variant of the product. But anyway, without further ado, I'm not even going to say for the gamer, for the person that's interested in doing recordings and can't necessarily afford $200 products. You can't afford to buy concert speakers or microphones and other things. What I always suggest is you should start start with what you can do. Get used to your craft, learn how to speak properly. That's actually what I'm doing right now. So as I do more and more videos, I'm starting to get a lot more comfortable with what I talk about. Even though I might know some information, sometimes it's a little hard to get out of there, a little stage fright, but it is what it is. We all start somewhere. So we're going to talk about today is, now I do have different microphones. I already posted a video about the different type of microphones I have, but this is something that I wanted to show on the channel on the simple fact that this would actually work very well if you're just recording yourself, not necessarily podcasting, but there's time for you to just talk about certain products. And there's a lot of YouTubers out there that will have a video playing in the background and they'll just talk about certain topics. So this guy right here, it's a USB microphone. Only $10. They sell it at Five Below. Now, when you do get it, you have to connect the stand to the base that you see right here, which is a twist. You do have to put this little piece right here through these holes. As you can see, there's little holes right here. Just goes inside. You just tighten this when you're done. This loosens and untightens. This right here, I didn't tighten it because I'm actually going to take it apart. This right here sits in the front, so you won't have that muffled sounding voice and it won't be all over the place. It'll be more focused in one area. And this is the microphone itself. $10. Now, it's not bad. Now, obviously, you're not going to get some amazing studio, quality that you would get out of certain products. Obviously not. But as your channel grows or as you become more confident and you feel as if you want to have better content or just, that's what I'm doing. As my content grows, which I only have 15 subscribers, but I just started posting videos about a month ago and I do it for fun. I enjoy this. And it gives me opportunities to spend more money on stuff that I want and review it. So it's a win-win for me. It's just $10, something cheap, just has a USB connection, plug and play, very simple. Second product we're going to talk about is, this is just what I want to put on my desk. Now, I have 4 computers. So I have 4 computer desks. All of them aren't decorated. My main computer, the MacBook, and the tower I built for my wife. All 3 of those are perfectly fine, and they have our own, little designs on it, different things that we want on the desk. She has plants and all types of stuff, but, it looks nice. This actually lights up, as you can see in the box. This is only a $5 product. This actually lights up. I believe it takes, what we were talking about there, 3 AAA batteries, I believe. Let me just double check and make sure I know it's on the box. Don't want to tell you something that's wrong, but it does actually tell you. Here we are, 3 AAA batteries. I was going to put this in front of my computer, just on the front of the stand. I have a 34-inch monitor. I used to have if anyone's ever played Sekiro, if you pre-ordered it, it came with a letter opener. So it's a little letter opener with a knife, his sword. And that keeps getting knocked around. The cat's like playing on my desk. So when I'm gone. So I figured I'd buy this. This does light up blue. Unfortunately, I don't have the batteries with me, but I will show my setup one of these days on a video. And lastly, this one right here is typically, let me get a good look at that. Here we are. This is a stand for your headset. Now, Five Below, remember, all these products come from Five Below. This particular one doesn't. But Five Below does have different variations of this same model. So the model that they have, I want to say, is probably newer. And if you look up Level Up on their website, they have a lot of different computer products, from headphones to keyboards to the secondary keyboard where it just has the new number pad for the people that are into that. I don't do split keyboards, and I don't have a 60% keyboard, so I don't need the number pad. But for anyone looking for stuff that's affordable, their keyboards are typically between $10, $12, $15. You don't have to go out and buy a $100 keyboard. If you're not a person that's really big into typing or office work or different things, you're probably not going to develop that carpal tunnel in your fingers, especially if you're just doing occasional web browsing or surfing the web or using a mouse. Though I do suggest an ergonomic mouse for your hands for the long run, because that really does help with the grip. It helped me a lot. I used to get intense pains in my hand until I switched over my mouse. And I will talk about that. Now that I think about that, I do need to do a video for those that just need a comfortable mouse that won't give them the claw You know, the claw where you're holding on the mouse like this. And I know my finger look beefy. There you go. That's better. Yeah, it's the claw where you're just holding on to a mouse pad, a mouse itself, and it hurts as you scroll back and forth because your hand is locked in the same position. But the ergonomic mice, unfortunately, I don't have it, but I'll just put my position in my hand. It's like I'm holding a glass, and that's exactly how it fits my hand. And I will do a video on that mouse. It's a $100 Logitech mouse. Anyway, getting beside the point. So this is actually a computer stand. I'm sorry, not a computer stand. It's a headphone stand. So the bottom right here, just like the picture, will light up. Newer ones that Level Up make have USBs on the front. Personally, I don't need that on the simple fact that I have a USB stand sitting on my computer. And that stand, it has other devices plugged up to it. It's hooked up directly to my computer, so I don't need more USBs. I have too many as it is. About 12 of them total or so, if you include the computer. But I like this because it does hold the headset. Now, what I noticed with certain stands that I've bought in the past that are really fancy but are thin is if you have a heavy headset, which I do. I have a couple JBL headsets. I have the Alienware headsets. And even though they're lightweight, the JBLs tend to be heavier. And if you have a cheap stand, what'll happen is when you put it on here, it'll start wobbling back and forth and it can fall over. But this is pretty sturdy. And of course, it has the micro USB, it has the USB. I'm sorry, I keep saying micro USB. It has the USB where you can plug this up to a computer or to a wall directly. Because you have to remember, this doesn't have any significance outside of just the bottom lighting up. And when you do purchase this, you can see it in the video, my hand in the way, see the little lock icon right there, an unlock icon. You just place this stand inside and twist, and it will lock it right in place. So let me see if I can do this in a video. So if I twist it right here, see, it comes right out. So you just put the stand in, and you just twist, and it'll lock. But make sure you align it first, because if you align it improperly, this hook is going to face a different direction, and you don't want that. So just make sure you line it up properly. You turn it clockwise, counterclockwise, I believe, to unlock, clockwise to lock. It shows on the front of it right here. And basically, those are the three products that you can buy. This only will cost you about total $25. You have your mic. You'll have your stand. As a matter of fact, Five Below also sells speakers for $10. They also sell the actual headset for $10. So you can walk out of a store with a complete PC setup, meaning a light-up keyboard, the keyboard itself. I'm sorry, the light-up keyboard, the mouse, the microphone, the stand, the headset, whatever other accessories you want for like roughly $50, which isn't bad. Now, don't get me wrong. There are products that you can buy where it's like a triple pack where it comes with the headset. It might come with a mic, or it might come with a keyboard, mouse, the headset, and the pad itself for the mouse pad. But it all depends. And at the end of the day, as time goes on, just do what I normally do. Just upgrade your stuff as you go. Don't start off paying for hundreds of dollars worth of keyboards. You don't know what you're doing. You'll just be a guy with expensive stuff that's an amateur. Just, take your time. I just wanted to show these different products because I really love that store Five Below. They really came up with a lot of the products that they've been selling lately. They even sell a nice amount of art supplies, like paints, brushes, acrylics. Now, I do wish they sold mechanical pencils like number 0.3 or I think it's 0.3 or 0.5. They don't do that. I think they do 0.7. But the point is that there's a lot of products you can get for cheap rather than going to these name brand stores and spending everything that you own and still not knowing what you're doing. Anyhow, that's it for this video. If you like what you hear, forget that. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.